Hey guys, it's your boy Nichan here. I had an idea for a little video series where I take a deck that is relevant to the meta or relevant to the current format and do a little video guide, a little basic combo tutorial of it, showing you how the deck plays, giving you a little guide if you're looking to pick up the deck and learn it, or if you're playing against it a lot or looking to counter it, give you an insights as to how it plays so you can see what parts to stop or where you need to counter the deck. So if you guys enjoy it, I can make this into a little regular thing. I have plenty of other decks that I can do a combo video for, so that wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, let me know in the comment section any thoughts or ideas if you enjoy it or what I could do to make it better. But so yeah, so starting off, I chose Pendulum Magicians. Reason being, it is the best deck of the format right now. It's not oppressive in the way we've had some other top decks be, but it is usually the most represented. If you go to any kind of tournament, you will be playing against it a lot, odds are. So it's important to know how the deck plays so you can play around it. So the build that I have here today is Utopic Zexal Pendulum Magicians. It is similar to the one that made second place at YCS Bochum, but I did change some things up to suit my personal playstyle. But it's really not as gimmicky as you would think, because all you really need to be able to do is to make a rank 6 and a rank 4 on your turn, and that's it. And you can make Zexal, so it's incredibly consistent. So without further ado, let's get into it. So basic open hand of 5. We got Oath Dragon, Harmonizing, Astrograph, Cerberus, and Wisdom Eye. I actually really like this hand because it lets you make Electromite for free, because you never know if you might need that normal summon if you get disrupted or something in the middle of your play. Having an extra option to go into always helps. So we're going to start off by putting Cerberus in the scale and activating its effect, destroying himself to go search out a copy of Jackal. So now we're going to put Jackal in the scale and activate his ability, destroying himself, to special summon Cerberus. At this point, you can trigger the Astrograph in your hand if you want to special summon him, and add to your hand another copy of Jackal in case you only opened up with one level 6 or whatever you want. But so add another copy of Jackal to our hand. Then at this point, we're going to go link using Astrograph and Cerberus into Electromite. Electromite's effect on summon. Also, if you're looking to counter it, at this point, if you have a Ghost Ogre or even an Effect Veiler in hand, you would hit this part, ideally with Ogre, to deny them any extra plays. They would still get the dump to the graveyard if you Ogre it, but they wouldn't get any of the additional effects that allow this deck to combo off. It's like Spirals, where if you Ogre the Helix, the play basically stops. So at this point, you would try and Ogre the Electromite, and 8 times out of 10, that'll be the end of their play right there. But for the sake of the demonstration, we're not going to have any disruption. So usually, we're going to activate its effect when summoned. Most of the time, you will send off Astrograph Sorcerer to your extra deck, because you can loop it with Electromite and it's honestly pretty broken. So now, we're going to go put Wisdom Eye in scale. And we're going to activate Electromite's effect, destroying Wisdom Eye, to add Astrograph back to our hand. At this point, Heavy Metal Foe Electromite's effect will trigger. It'll be Chain Link 1, and then you will chain Astrograph as Chain Link 2. So you'll special summon Astrograph and try not to put him in any of your link zones, because that does matter later on for your Pendulum summon. Astrograph will search out another copy of Wisdom Eye, and then you'll get a draw from Electromite. The draw doesn't always matter. It can give you an extra card in hand for either a combo extender, or if you're running hand traps or something like Wavering Eyes or something like that, it can get you to that as disruption for the next play. But usually it's not all that important. So let's see what we get. So Chronograph Sorcerer, so that's not a bad draw. So at this point, you can just put Oath Dragon and Wisdom Eye in scale. Wisdomized effect will activate, destroying himself, to put a Black Fang in Scale. This card is great for the late game, being able to recycle cards from your graveyard. So, and this now we will go and Pendulum Summon. We'll Pendulum Summon one Jackal from our hand, one Jackal from our extra deck, and then the Harmonized Magician from our hand. So now we will activate Harmonizing Magician's effect. And this is also an important part where we have the normal summon. If Harmonizing were to get ashed, you might not be able to continue your combo. But having something like Oath Dragon in Scale and still having your normal summon, if this were to get ashed, you would still be able to recover something like Wisdom Eye from your extra deck and do a normal summon and still be able to make your plays. But for right now, Harmonizing is going to special summon a Magician from the deck. Any Magician as long as it is a level 4. So we'll go ahead and summon a copy of Purple Poison. Now at this point, we will overlay Mythical Beast Jackal for Beatrice. Yes, the Burning Abyss monster. Reason being, she has the lovely effect to send any card from your deck to the graveyard. This is also another big Ash target. If you can Ash this one or Effect Veiler it, because I know not everybody has access to Ash even after the reprint, this is another thing that can stop the play. Because if they can't dump the rank up spell to the graveyard, then they will probably just end up going to normal Pendulum Magician play. But it'll stop them from making Zexal, which is the thing that you really don't want to hit the board. So, but Beatrice will activate her effect, detaching 1, to send Rank Up Magic Argent Chaos Force. Reason we're using this one is because it has the effect when, once per duel, if it's in the graveyard and you special summon a rank 5 or higher monster to your field, you can add it back to your hand. So, in order to do that, we are going to overlay Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger over Beatrice. And this will trigger Rank Up Magic effect to add it back to hand. Now, we're going to overlay both Harmonizing and Purple Poison for Utopia the Lightning. Now, the reason we're doing this is because Utopic Zexal, the monster we're trying to get out, has a summoning condition, or an alternative summoning condition, where if you can discard a normal spell Rank Up Magic from your hand, and then use a Utopia on the field as material, and you can just summon Utopic Zexal like that. So we're going to discard Rank Up Magic again, and this time we are going to, summon Utopic Zexal over the Utopia the Lightning. So now we have a Zexal that is a 3000 beat stick right off the bat. It has 3 materials, so if you can make it last, if you can protect it for 3 turns, you can have a Shockmaster for everything for 3 turns. And then really your opponent goes shotgun off Zexal in their standby phase, and they basically can't do anything, and then you get your next turn to just go off. So yeah, that's the basics of the play. So hopefully you learned something from this. Leave any thoughts or critiques in the comment section as to how I might be able to improve this. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed.